My name is Stefan Garelli. I'm the director of the IMD World Competitiveness Center. And as you may know, since 1989, IMD has been a pioneer in world competitiveness. And we have just released the results of the World Competitiveness Yearbook 2012. By competitiveness, we are looking at how countries manage the totality of their economic and human resources in order to increase prosperity. The winner this year, if we are taking the top three, is number one Hong Kong, followed by the United States of America and Switzerland, which is gaining one rank. And if we look one step further, the first 10, it is followed by Singapore, number 4, then Sweden, then we have Canada, and then we have Taiwan, and then we are finding Norway, and in number 9 position, Germany, and followed in number 10 position by Qatar. If we are looking at other significant nations in competitiveness, this year the United Kingdom is number 18th, China is 23rd, France 29, and Brazil 46. In Europe, the winners are clearly Switzerland, Sweden, and Germany, and they share a business model which is based on fiscal discipline, export, and manufacturing. We should notice also the 3I, Iceland, Ireland, and Italy, which are increasing a little bit their credibility, while the south of Europe is still scaring a little bit investors, as you know. If we turn to Asia, every country is falling, with the exception of Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Korea. And in Latin America, we have about the same situation, a very tough year for competitiveness, since every nation is also falling in competitiveness, with the exception of Mexico. If we take the 4 large emerging countries, China, Brazil, and India are falling in competitiveness, while Russia is staying unchanged. This year also we have added 2 criteria which are taken from our opinion survey and which indicate also a mindset, a change in attitude. The first one is the attitudes toward globalization, which is very much debated today. And the second one is the attitude of the people towards the needs from economic and social reforms. I will let you discover those rankings on our website, but you should know that in both cases, France is ranking last, which is indeed a challenge for the new president. Now, if we are taking the takeaway of this result for 2012, the first thing is that it seems that we are all increasingly depending on the United States of America to fuel the economic recovery. Europe is a bit in a problem today. Asia is in a wait-and-see situation. And I think that only the United States of America has the power to pull the world out of recession, but especially, and this is important because the US economy is not only big, it is very much interacting with the other economy of the world, much more than any other large economy. The second is that, of course, fiscal discipline is important, especially for the smaller nations. But I think we are going to have a bigger debate now on growth, and definitely those nations which are going to be able to go out of recession will have to be much more dynamic on their growth strategy. The number 3 takeaway is that there is definitely a model of success which is based on exports. We see that in Germany, in Sweden, in Switzerland, on manufacturing, on small and medium-sized enterprises, and on fiscal discipline. It seems that this is something absolutely essential for success in competitiveness. Of course, a lot has been said, and this is my point number 4, about manufacturing and reshoring. A lot of debates. I think this is certainly very much at the forefront of the government priorities today, especially in the US and in Europe. But we have to know that reindustrialization will not be the same as in the past. It will be based on more technology, more innovation. It's not just going to be as it was before. It's a new type of industry that will come back. Small and medium-sized enterprises are obviously key to the success of competitiveness, and we see again a very strong correlation between the competitiveness of medium-sized enterprises, their capacity to export, and the success of a country on the world scene. And finally, I think one of the very big debates we are going to see is going to be on job creation. And of course, the government have to put in place some measures also for the younger population. But I think they have also to keep in mind that jobs will not only occur inside enterprise, but increasingly outside enterprise, as more and more people will have the possibility to have their own job creation by doing their own information through blogs, through publishing, by even creating their own products at home through 3D printing. So I think the world of competitiveness in 2012 is much more diverse, much more fragmented than we have ever seen. We see countries with recession, countries with overeating, countries risking deflation, countries risking inflation. Everything goes. And if you want to know more about it, look at our website, look at the World Competitiveness Yearbook 2012. And as a French writer, Paul Valéry, said one day, the future is not what it used to be. And indeed, in 2012, competitiveness is not anymore what it used to be.